Hello, I'm back again. And then as I said, this video is going to be me talking about some of the more embarrassing moments in my life. They're not over the top. They're not over the top, so I'm not going to say some really ludicrous thing. I'm just going to say a few things that are fairly embarrassing. Right, the first one, we're going to go from high school all the way down to nursery and such. Right, the first one is the most recent. In year 11 in PE, we seem to mostly do football all year, which is good for me because it's my favourite sport. We all just played indoor football, and I do believe my team had a penalty, and I had to take it. Now, I'd noticed my penalties were getting slightly better. They were going I was kicking them quite hard, and they were going into the net. So I took it, and it was it was the worst penalty ever. I missed it, and I took it again. My boot came off, and I took it again, and I missed. It was a complete fail. So that wasn't fun. The next one, I think only one or two people will remember this. And it happened in English, and it was in year 10. We were studying Macbeth by William Shakespeare. Good play, that. And we were doing a quick act through of it, and I had the role of King Duncan, which was an alright role. And most people will know that King Duncan gets killed by Macbeth halfway through. So at this point, I was being asleep, which was what he's doing. Then he comes in, then the person that's playing Macbeth comes in, pretends to kill me, and then I moved back, but I moved back too quickly. There was a radiator right behind where I was. Bang! I hit my head on the radiator. It was a loud bang, and I think a lot of people laughed. And I think the teacher was sort of laughing, but she asked if I was alright. It hurt as well. It hurt the back of my head, and it was embarrassing. The last one from high school, as far as I can remember, is in year 9, and it was one of the very first things that happened in high school. It was maths, the first maths lesson, so first impressions, and I had to get up to sharpen my pencil, I believe. I can't remember. I think I was getting up to do that. I got up. I took a step. I think my leg got caught in the strap on my backpack, on my bag, because he had one of those like that. Yeah. So I took a step. I didn't notice. So then I took more steps, and then suddenly it got to the bit where it wouldn't extend anymore, and I caught it. Just made me trip over. It made me trip and fall over. It was very embarrassing in front of the new maths group, and I fell over. And one that there's another one that maybe could be considered. It's not really embarrassing, but it's funny for some people. Only like 2 people will know this. On our way, we had this diary room thing in year 11, which is where we were supposed to take the mick out of each other. And these 2 one of them was trying to go to embarrass me, and I was going to do it. I was going to embarrass her as well. And we each had an art exam. We were each in a different room, and then it was supposed to be during lunch. So this happened. The lunch. Our room was let out later than theirs. I see her going past, and I thought, no, let me out. So I wanted to. I got out, and I just charged. I tried to get up there was a set of stairs, and I fell. I fell up the stairs. That was quite bad. Right, into middle school now. Year 8 production, I was actually quite good. It wasn't the performance as such, I was actually very good, I think. It was something that happened. We did 2 performances. It was in front of the school and in front of the parents. And this happened in front of the school, so like year 5s, year 6, year 7s, year 8s. At one point we had to hold masks. They were paper masks coloured with felt tip pens, and we had to hold them up. And they had a bad smell, so I put mine on. Well, I held mine up, and there was a step. The step to go up the stage onto the stage was there because it was fairly steep, so I had to get a step. You had to have a step to get up there. I didn't see this. I turned around, bang, and I tripped over again. I tripped over, and it was quite loud, which was, I hate that. I hated that so much. But they still got the performance over with, which was good. We're gonna hold one till that. We're gonna hold another one from middle school until last. So we're going down to my primary school now. So I'm not too sure if this was embarrassing, but it was considered embarrassing for other people, because I might have mentioned it in my birthday video that I was, for some reason, considered the low standard in primary. Well, one of the low standards, because we used to play football, and if I tackled someone, they'd be like, "Oh, you got tackled by him," and it was not very nice. I don't understand why it was such a big thing to be tackled by me. I'm not saying I'm a good defender, but I'm not that bad. Not that bad of a footballer. Okay, so we're going very, very far now. Yeah. Also, and don't judge me on this, I used to, for some reason, have a habit of saying either mum or dad when I was about to speak to someone. Fortunately, it only got caught once, and it was quite embarrassing. I tried to cover it up. Right, nursery. We're going way back now, so like 14 years. About 50. No, 12 years ago, I'd say. It was in nursery, and I was about 4, I think. I was about 4. We had to have pictures taken for nursery. No jokes, please. Right, we had to have our pictures taken, and there was a bench. We just had to sit on a bench and get our picture taken. Again, no jokes. He sat down. I sat down. I don't know what had gone on, but something had happened. I'm not too sure if this happened, but I think it did. I think the bench fell over and I went back with it. So yeah, that was bad, but fortunately no one laughed. It wasn't really in a time where everyone laughed, because you were young. They didn't want to laugh at you because it would upset you. Right, the one from middle school that I kept back is from my, friends from high school and middle school. They'll remember it. I'm not going to list everyone. I'm just going to say everything that happened in year 7. Those people all know what happened, and it was very embarrassing. I hated it so much. They're gonna, at least they won't. They'll probably roast me now. Right, so that's all the embarrassing moments. I'm not too sure what I'll do next. It might be a topical thing, or just something. I don't know, it might be another story, I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to decide. And also, on a side note, I know this might be the boring football bit. I can't help it, because the England shirt, and England made it to, they've made it to the knockout stage, which is good. They played well. I think they played well against Russia, but again, it was robbery in my opinion. Like a game of FIFA. Wales, that was a good game, and it was left late for a win. And I even did the dance when Sturridge scored. No, that's going to be another embarrassing moment now. And now it's all over the internet. And the last night game against Slovakia, it was a good performance, but it was a bit boring to watch because didn't get many chances. The ball kept getting intercepted. That's enough of that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't mind you laughing at my expense for a bit. I didn't upload for a few months, so revenge is in order. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more. This has been Heath Gaming. See ya.